We came to the gym that, by the looks of it, is only for upper body strength. That's good. It's just pull-ups and spin bikes in here. This looks like a place that only cops work out, right? You know, it just looks like a place that's like F45. Our mission is to get you so jacked you have to be bald, you know? It's just, we're gonna do 5 pull-ups, 5 sets of pull-ups, and then we're gonna do 5 sets of stop resistings over there, all right? Oh, I don't know why we're mad at me all of a sudden. Okay, all right, cool. You guys are fun, this is good. I've been with my parents this whole last week, which is nice, they're good people. They're like getting old, but they're like not ready to admit that they're old yet, right? But like we all see it, right? Like I was talking to my dad and I was like, how are you feeling? And he was like, oh, I'm healthy as a horse. And I was like, yeah, in the sense that I've seen you fall asleep standing up, I guess. Like, yeah, you're healthy as a horse in that if you break your leg, I'm getting the gun, all right? Oh, you guys feel bad about that one. All right, well, this is gonna get worse, so that's fine. He's also not like slowing down at all, right? Like he's like 63 and he just like is getting into mountain biking now. And it's like, you know when you get a new car, it's like your baby, right? Like every bump, every scratch is terrifying, right? And then eventually it just becomes part of your life and you just fucking 90 over speed bumps, you know? Because you're like, Wendy's is closing in 10 minutes, right? That's all I need for the rest of this set. It's just her cackling in the corner. But that's how my dad is treating his body now in his old age. Like he called me, it's crazy. He called me a couple weeks ago. I'm sorry, and he goes, hey, I pissed blood today. I know. I was like, oh my God. Like, are you all right? Like, what are we doing about that? And he was like, what can you do, really? He's like, one good oil change, this puppy's gonna be back in business, you know? I don't know. I'm trying to like encourage them to like get, like they have money now because they're not paying for college or any of that bullshit, you know? So I'm trying to like encourage them to spend their money on stuff that's gonna like make their life comfortable and happy and healthy in their later years, right? But I also realize that when they die, I'm gonna get all their stuff. And there was a lot of stuff they wouldn't buy me growing up. You see where I'm going with this? I'm playing the long game here now, all right? I'm throwing some stuff in for myself a little bit, right? Like I'll call them and be like, hey, I think you guys should replace the handrails on your stairs. I don't want anyone to slip and get hurt. Also nunchucks, you guys need nunchucks. It's supposed to be good for motor control in your old age. I don't know, I'm trying to keep them young, you know, because I love them and I want them to be around and healthy and cool for a while. Especially my dad, because he's been the one who's been stressed for like 40 years, right? So I've been doing stuff to try to keep him young. I've been making him flinch. You guys ever try that? Just hit him one of those? It's fun, it's good. No way he remembers the war one of these times. Fucking stabs me in the neck, calls me a name I can't repeat, you know? I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes I do get drunk and I start to wrestle with him. That's weird, right? Yeah, but here's the thing, fellas. If you ever get the chance to fight your dad, jump on that opportunity. You don't know this, but your dad is like freakishly strong, all right? And it's because he's pent up as hell, right? Like anyone can win in a fight against a stranger, but can you beat up a guy who's been specifically annoyed at you for 30 years? Just an arm around your neck going, you're the reason Linda doesn't fuck me anymore! And Linda is not my mom's name, so that was hard. That was a hard thing to hear from my daddy. All right, you guys are fun. You guys are going to do some good stuff today. I don't know. Let's see. I'm a dumb guy. Where are my dumb guys at? Yeah. Oh, at the F45? Who would have guessed, you know? Who would have thought they'd conglomerate here? I'm dumb, I am. I'm trying to get smarter though. I'm trying to have opinions on stuff. I've been doing my research. And now I have opinions that are kind of on both sides of the aisle here, right? Okay, like here's an example. I personally believe in universal health care, all right? I think that's well, we're gonna get there in a second. But, right, I think you pay your taxes, you contribute to society, you shouldn't go broke for getting sick. I don't think that's crazy. I also think that if you're like a normal, sane adult, you should be able to buy a gun if you want to buy a gun. I also think that if you buy a gun, then universal health care for you no longer covers bullet wounds, all right? I think that's fair. And people get mad about that because they're like, oh, what? So if I own a gun and someone shoots me with their gun, then that's not covered? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You entered the arena, now fight your way out, soldier. That's for you. I think if we have universal health care, we can't cover everything, right? Because people still need to learn their lessons from the stupid things that they do, right? Like, for example, if you're a firefighter and you get sick, we're going to take care of you, right? That's on us. Thank you for your service. But if you got to get a Buzz Lightyear action figure pulled out of your rectum because the wings expanded while it was inside of you, that's at least a copay in my eyes. And people get mad about this too because they're like, oh, what? So if you do it to yourself and it's not covered? About smokers? Smokers do that to themselves. Should that not be covered? No, smoking is cool, all right? Smoking and dirt bike injuries we're going to take care of. I don't know. I kind of want to get a gun. I do. I want to get a gun. My roommate told me I'm not allowed to have a gun. We'll see what he has to say about that once I have a gun. You know what I mean? We'll see what he has to say about anything at that. Oh, did I do the dishes wrong, Kevin? Can I not have a gun now? Laugh at this. No. All right, I was like 90% sure that one wasn't going to work tonight, so. All right, we'll just keep going with this then for a little bit. How about this? I don't think hot people should be allowed to have guns. Yeah, that's what I think. Does that do anything for you guys? I think guns are for ugly folks, all right? Because what's a hot person gonna do with a gun anyway, right? Like all that Botox, you can't even open your mouth wide enough to fit. All right, I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm not gonna spoon feed you guys on the suicide. That's the first thing he's laughed at, just so you guys know how the front row's doing emotionally. All right, how about a big change of pace here, huh? How about dogs? You guys like dogs? Yeah, Southern California, you have to like dogs, right? Everyone loves dogs. I got a dog recently. I got a dog. I didn't want to get a boy dog, though, because I don't like their dog penises. Is that a relatable thing to say? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Because the belly's the best part of the dog, right? And you can't rub a boy dog's belly without accidentally clipping it like a speed bag, you know? You like that one, huh? But I did, I got a boy dog. I got a boy dog because he's got the smallest little dog penis. And so I thought it was a mistake on his body when I first met the dog, I was like, come here, girl, you got a tick I gotta get off here, you know? I'm not body shaming my dog, by the way, but I do think you can body shame a dog if you want to, right? You can say whatever you want to a dog as long as you're excited about it, right? Like every day I see him and I'm just like, we're gonna have you put down today, you know? And he's like, ah! He loves it, it's his favorite thing. This joke is uncomfortable, right? It was an uncomfortable joke, especially for the men in the room, right? Because you guys don't realize this, but when you think about a dog's penis, you're kind of thinking about your own penis. A little bit? She's thinking about your little dog penis right now, just so you know. But it's true, you don't realize it's happening. You don't think it's gonna happen until you see a dog with a big dick and you're like, all right, well that fucking sucks for me, you know? You're like, come here, boy, and come here, sir, you know? He jumps up on the couch and you're like, you're right, I do belong on the floor. Give me that collar, let me drink out of the bowl for a little while. You guys are creeps, this is good. We got the dog because I'm like gone all the time and my girlfriend's home alone. And we wanted to get a dog to like keep her company, but also like protect the house, right? We wanted to get like a guard dog to protect the house, but if someone tries to break in, we gotta have a guard dog there. So we got this fucking meaty, thick pit bull. And he's the dumbest fucking dog I've ever seen. The only thing he's done to protect my house is bark at the dishwasher for an hour. Like, this dog can do more damage to my home than any burglar ever could. I've watched him launch himself down the stairs and punch his head through the wall. And then he just kind of stayed in the wall. Like, I just watched him be like, I guess this is where I live now. I guess he's like exhaling and puffs of some dog drywall were coming out. I got a dog to like protect my house. Instead, I got a dog that's gonna get CTE and murder-suicide both of us. All right, that was the line for some of you guys. That's fine. All right, let's try this one. Let's see. Was anyone in here homeschooled? Statistically, that's not true, but you at least learned enough to keep your mouth shut about that fact, so good on your parents, I guess. I don't know, I think every kid should be homeschooled for like a little while. That's what I think, because I think it's important for you to know how stupid your parents really are. Right, like all my friends who like went to regular school are like, can you believe boomers still support Trump? And then my friends who are homeschooled are like, yeah, your parents can't read, by the way. Like, your dad thinks arithmetic is what's making his knuckles hurt, all right? All right, that one's actually really funny if you're smart, so this half of the room needs to read a book for once. I don't know, homeschooling is crazy to me. Can you imagine your mom being like, you're failing math, and you're like, no, bitch, we're failing math. You make the grades, and I'm pretty sure you're making up the math at this point. Like, homeschooling is you just get to learn what your mom knows. Think about that. Think about getting homeschooled for 15 years and then you go to take the SAT and you're like, I don't think I can do this. There's no questions on here about why Margaret from across the street is a conniving bitch. Isn't it funny we all had the same mom? Isn't that fun? I don't know. It's gotta be weird for like the home dynamic, right? Like a little bit. Because like, what if things aren't good at home, you know? And someone's like, how's school? And you're like, it's good, but teacher's making the principal sleep at a motel for a while. The guy who keeps coming by and saying, you don't have to call me vice principal, but I'd like you to, you know? All right, cool. So, no broken homes in here, I guess. All right, I'm gonna get out of here in a second. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about. I think that like technology is getting really weird, right? And we're inventing a lot of stuff that we didn't even know that we needed. Like, do you guys know about sex robots? Okay, so ladies, that's a pervert back there. Maybe give him like a 20-minute head start before you get out of here. Travel in groups is all I'm saying. Usually I ask that question, all the women are shaking their heads and all the dudes are just staring straight at the floor. But they're making like full-size sex dolls that are robotic now for people to have sex with, for men to have sex. Right? Because women figured out the robot dick thing like a long time ago. And now dudes are like, look what we made! And girls are like, there's one in my purse right now. I just think it's crazy how quickly into robots we got sex robots, right? That's like item number 2 for the robotics team. Like, they made one robot vacuum that did an okay job. And they were just like, well, high time we start fucking these things. It's crazy to me. Also, robots, like, in the past, like, in culture, right? The 60s, 70s, 80s, that was, like, a big deal, right? The Star Wars and the Terminator and the Jetsons, and now we're in the future, and robots are mostly for, like, self-driving cars and now sex toys. And it's kind of exciting to imagine going back in time and some kid's like, oh boy, mister, say you're from the future. Do they have a robot that can do my homework? And you're like, they do, but they're mostly for drunk driving and getting slopped off, you know? Yeah, you like slopped off, huh? Take that to work on Monday. Make a friend with it, all right? Do you know how horny you'd have to be to buy a sex robot? I mean, he knows how horny you'd have to be to buy it. But think about how horny you'd have to be to buy. They're making them like 5'8". All right, that's like a pretty tall American woman. Like, that's not a sex toy. That's a piece of furniture. And there's not one room in my house where that would pull things together nicely. You see, like, when you're not having sex with that, where do you put that? Do you just stand it up in the corner? And it just looms over your life. Like you just walk into the room and it's just like, it's just all day long. And then when you have company, you just toss a blanket over it. Like it's a Scooby-Doo monster. And hope that no one gets curious and is like, Zoinkies, it was old man fuck doll. All right, this has been a lot of fun, you guys. Keep it going for Owen, everyone. Come on.